We're off to Tomar today, chaps. Let's go and find Dave, what he's up to.
I have a feeling his lordship is up to mischief. What do you think? Look, fuchsia cuttings, peppers, mint, more peppers, and oh look, told you he's up to mischief. So whilst I've been out at the garden centre and getting some food in, you've made a table.
I've made a table, yes. I wouldn't say it's a lunch or a dinner table. I think it's more a rustic table for use in the garden.
So for me to put my pots on?
Yeah.
So am I allowed to drop compost onto it?
I suppose so, yeah.
Oh, that's rather good. Because down here we had an old table and it's just sort of fallen to pieces, hasn't it?
Behind you.
Oh yes. There we go. Little bit rotten. Okay. This is our working backyard. So as you can see, I'm used to having all sorts. In fact, out in the parking patch, we still have a cement mixer, which we've been using on and off for the last 7 years. So his lordship is now varnishing, lacquering. What is it you're using?
Treating it so it doesn't go rotten
Well,
so quickly.
That's rather good. And then behind my bag of duck food, I bought a load of seedlings. So as well as this lovely thing for hubby.
Agapantha.
Yeah, possibly. Red cabbage, 2 courgettes, alfalfa, which is lettuce, cucumbers. I'm not sure, we're running out of ideas now what we've got. Oh, and also, last but not least, I think cauliflower, or no, broccoli. And then we've got some nice colour. In fact, I want to show you, if I move around this one without getting splattered. One of my favourite plants, and they pretty much grow wild in Portugal, are these orange daisies. I don't know if anybody knows the proper name for them, if they put them in the comments if you do. But they come out when the sun comes out, and if for instance it was to go cloudy, then they would close. They sort of just come out for the sunshine. Aren't they beautiful? Real heavy dose of sunshine. And into the middle of it all is my bird bath. That's brand new, and the birds haven't yet got used to it. They've got used to my bird table though, and when I'm not around, they're nicking that bird seed like it's going out of fashion. And then here is our apple tree. And this year, based on the blossom that has now gone over, I hope we have a lot of apples. Okay.
Little Sunday drive to Tomar on the really busy A13 motorway. So the road infrastructure through central Portugal is really very good, and the lovely thing about it is so little traffic compared to what we were used to. It's a breath of fresh air really, it's really great, and the services also are in the main very good. And ever since we left the UK, we bought a tag for the car, which I don't know if you can see is just here. That allows you to go through any tolls, just sail straight through, and the toll comes out of your bank account by direct debit. Very useful. However, on the A13 here now, although there used to be tolls, they've now taken the tolls away completely, so you can just drive. Some of the other motorways into Lisbon and Porto, obviously there are still tolls there, but the little tag we've got on the windscreen is a boon.
Bit bumpy. Cafe culture going on to the left.
Nice little restaurant and bar on the left there.
Decorative roads and decorative pavements.
And it looks like Nicola's going to the underground car park.
Where we can use the Via Verde.
Yes. Very narrow roads leading at the back here.
Bit bumpy. Excuse camera wobble.
And the cameraman.
And all we have to do here at the car park, rather than get a ticket, is push the little green Via Verde button. That's if I can swing the car around and get in at the right angle.
Well done.
I'm not sure I'm going to reach. Hold on, peoples. So maybe not quite as good.
She needs longer arms. There we go.
I'm back.
Now it's got to be said it's not the biggest car park in the world,
Oh, it's
but
three
it does have
floors.
3 floors,
Yeah,
and it's actually quite tight,
in places, yeah.
but very, very useful, especially if we've got some rain.
Or sun. More
Yes.
so sun.
Yeah, because it keeps the car cool.
If it's 45 degrees outside, you don't want to get into your car even with air conditioning. Oh, I've got to say. Oh my goodness. What do you think of those then, peeps? So normally there's thriving cafe culture around here.
Hi, Nick.
Good here, isn't it?
Oh, always.
I do like these trees.
Very similar to the English weeping willow, aren't they?
Yeah. Obviously been here for some time.
Just a bit.
I'm very much
Find them close to water.
I'm very much a tree person. Everywhere the Templar crosses. These are my favourite trees. The bark is incredible. Somebody did tell me once what they were. I can't remember. So two of my three brother-in-laws. There'll be a lot of fish in here to go fishing.
Mostly marble, I think, and then we've got the football stadium.
Quite pretty. Love it here. Lovely atmosphere to the place. I said to Dave before we even came here, we were staying up north on a week's holiday, and I said I want to go and see that Tomar place. bit of camera shake because a jogger just went across the bridge we stood on, and it's just wooden, so that was quite funny. But as Dave says, sports complex over here. Time for coffee and a pastel de nata. To you and me, a custard tart.
My cafe is Americano, or in Portuguese, apaixonado.
And mine is a Maya Delight, which is half milk, half water. And very tasty too.
That makes life easy for the mother, doesn't it?
That's my pastel de nata you've got there, you know, crumbs. The old Roman bridge.
That waterfall, that's what I'm going to replicate in the kite box. Lovely restaurant we like.
Very authentic Portuguese.
And lovely wisteria when it's fully in bloom.
And then we were walking across the old Roman bridge. I'm not sure it was designed to take as many cars going over it, or even us even. But anyway, in the background, right on the top of the hill, is the Convento de Cristo. That's just the castle bit you can see. We'll visit that on another video in the not too distant future.
Well, here we are.
Outtake number one.
Well, here we are, guys, back at the casa. Thanks for joining us in Tomar for our short video. And she's allowing me to have a sagresh before she gets me bloody working again. But hope to see you in the next video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.